So number one that I think is really distinct at Suffield is our leadership program, which really focuses on public speaking, writing, and personal mastery. So as a freshman and a sophomore, you take that class twice a week. And as a junior, it intertwines with the second signature program, which is our college counseling program, which is a 4-year experience. And that starts as a freshman. I'll kind of get back to it, but those are the two signature programs. With leadership, it's really neat. It's a grade. So you are being graded in that class. It's writing intensive, heavy public speaking and our Harkness table method classes, but it's fun. It's not a stressful class. It's a class to really help you own in on your writing skills, get a better idea of who you are as a person, and then realize the things that you're passionate about. That's really the freshman year experience. And then going to sophomore year, it's more of an experiential learning experience. In the winter and spring, you have the opportunity to get off campus once a week and work with a variety of different community service programs in the area and then talk about it, right, which I think is a really neat experience. And then junior year, again, it intertwines with our college counseling program. And then senior year, which is the penultimate experience, you have to give a 7-minute speech about something that really means a lot to you about Suffield Academy. You can do a TED Talk. There's a variety of different ways, but the key is speaking in front of the whole school. And that is a challenge for some people, but there's different things that we work on for you to feel comfortable to get there. That's 50% of it. And the other 50% of the senior year experience is you have a leadership position at the school. So that can be a proctor, a tour guide, the head of a club, but you are really leading that program. And also, you and your team spend time picking the next group of kids that will be leaders in that particular program. So there's a legacy that you have. And again, it could be the school newspaper, the captain of a team, but those students really dictate who the next group of kids who take those leadership experiences. So that's the leadership program. And college content, I think, is really neat. It's a 4-year program, 3 times a year as a freshman. Both parents and students have dialogue about the college process. You also go on a field trip to visit 3 colleges. Sophomore year, it really focuses on standardized testing, pre-standardized testing, getting you ready for that process. And then junior year, things get ramped up. You obviously get your college concept, but really by this time, we have a good idea of what you're looking for, what you're passionate about. And at Suffield, we have 125 seniors and 5 college counselors. So that's about 25 per caseload. And we also have a floor dedicated just to college counseling, which I think is really neat and special. And it's not something that a lot of schools, I mean, obviously the college process is important for everybody, but we really are intentional about the work and feel that it's a true strength of the school. Number one, you can't graduate from Suffield without a full year of an art credit. That is embedded into the culture of the school. So we do have a standalone visual arts building that focuses on visual arts, graphic design. We also have a ceramics department at the bottom. And we also have our own dark room on campus for photography, which was very popular about 10 years ago, then subsided. And now we're seeing more of a boom in interest in that. So that's in one building. Then we have a music building that's dedicated to music, and there's 12 different rooms that are allocated to play a variety of different instruments. We have a jazz band, a wind ensemble. The only thing we don't have is a full orchestra, and that's just because of the layout of the building. But we do have students that play high-level string instruments, and not only do they do it on campus, but we have the Hart School of Music, which is in the Hartford area, that students can take lessons from as well. And then I would say, selfishly, the performing arts are particularly strong. We are in the midst of In the Heights, the musical, and there's over 60 students that are participating in that. And then so we do a musical in the fall, and then in the spring, we have a traditional play. And then in the winter, we have a dance opportunity for students who are passionate about dance. So it's really a huge part of who we are. Something of note that I think is really important to note, again, is you can be in performing arts and music and play a sport. You don't have to make a sacrifice to do one or the other. And that is really embedded into the culture of the school. So the way our schedule works, we give students the opportunity to do both if they want to. Obviously, for some students, you take your art credit or music credit, and hopefully it introduces you to something, a medium that you're really passionate about. And then you stop, or you have a variety of opportunities to engage. And I think our physical plant, and showing that we have 3 different buildings that are dedicated to all those different art aspects, shows the importance of it to Suffield Academy. I like to say Suffield has everything except hockey, right? We don't have hockey and we don't have equestrian, and that's horse riding. Other than that, there's not a sport that we don't have. We have unbelievable athletic facilities. We have an indoor rowing facility, 5 different basketball courts, a swimming pool, squash courts, 9 different fields to play on, whether 2 turf fields and a multitude of grass fields. So there's everything we have a yoga facility, we have a rock climbing facility. So we really give our students the opportunity to indulge and at a variety of levels. It's not all like standout varsity. It's kids that just are learning how to play and love to play. We also have a strength and conditioning facility and a workout facility, which are 2 different things. But, I would say in terms of tradition, our swimming program has been particularly strong over the last 15 years. Right now, over the last 3 years, our soccer programs, they're both male and female, have done really well and will qualify for the playoffs. But I would say sports across the board at Suffield, we do relatively well. And I think there's an intention to that. But more importantly, I would say there's an intention to make sure there's a good balance between arts, athletics, and sports. But there's nothing that we don't have. And again, besides hockey, we just decided we're one of the few schools in New England that doesn't have a hockey rink. So other than that, you could try everything at Suffield. And the culture of being at a game, I think, is a lot of fun. There's a lot of traditions that we have and competitions and schools that we respect. And sometimes we don't like, depending on the day and depending on the game that we're playing.